Hey guys, Shaun here from Fishing Photography by Shaun. The name of my channel is Fishing and Photography. The thing is, I kind of got lazy, and the reason I'm calling myself lazy is that originally when I named my channel, I wanted to make videos for both fishing and photography, but if you noticed, uh, I don't have any videos about photography as well. Many of my friends who know me through fishing don't know that I'm kinda into photography as well, and kinda heavily. Uh, so this is kinda like official announcement that from now on I'll try to keep up at least, I don't know, once a week, make a video about photography, talk about some tips, techniques, post-processing. I don't know myself much about photography, but whatever I do, I'll try to talk about it, try to come up with new ways to overcome some of the challenges and whatnot. It's a little story that I'll tell you guys about. So first off, my name is Shaun Raman. You can guess from my channel name, I guess, Shaun. So I graduated from VCU in Richmond, Virginia. And what happened was, before my graduation, my dad told me one day, I still had like some months to go, right? So my dad told me like, hey son, you know, for your graduation present, all of us as a family will go to vacation anywhere you want, as long as it is within the states. We cannot go out of the country, so pick your choice and we'll go. So I was kind of excited and everything, right? So I was kind of looking through all my options, like where can I go? Should I go to New York, Niagara Falls? I wanted to go Arizona for the petrified forest. I mean, you know, the options are endless. So anyway, what happened was, since I was a little kid in my family, I was the one who was doing all the electronic works, as in taking care of the electronic devices like CD player, VCR, TV, camera, the old film cameras and stuff. So when I was given that option, I was talking to somebody about it, and I was asked, hey Shaun, since you've been doing, you know, when you're doing some of the photos, you seem to like pictures and stuff, how about you become a photographer? I'll be honest with you, up until that moment I never heard the term there's a thing called photography. I just thought that you just take pictures, you know. So anyway, what happened was, I kind of liked the idea. Why not? I had no idea what photography is. I just know that you take pictures with the camera, and that's how far my knowledge was about it. So anyway, I went to my dad and I said, hey dad, you know, instead of going to the trip, can you buy me an SLR, a digital SLR camera, and that would be a lot cheaper, and you know, I kind of like that. So this is what happens after I told him that. I apparently hit a nerve, well, in a good way I guess, because my dad got really emotional, and the reason being was, in the 70s, in the 80s, you know, late 60s, when he was younger, he saw people using cameras, and he always wanted one for himself, but because it was so pricey, he never could afford it. So he was kind of like a desire for himself that, you know, one day he probably could get a camera or something for himself. So finally, when his son, came up to him and told him, you know, all by myself, he didn't have to do anything about it. It's just that I went up to him, and I actually won the who was asking about it. It basically made him happy, like so happy. He finally told me that, you know what, son? Like seriously, no joke. That he said that we're going on vacation, and you're gonna get your camera as well. I was like, really? Awesome. So anyway, so that's how I got my camera for my photography. And so I started off with Nikon D90, and then I had two of the kit lenses, the basic lenses that comes with it. And I started doing my, I was practicing, getting myself familiar with all the terms like, framing, composition, um, light balance, white balance, long exposure, RAW, JPEG, everything. So eventually I got more into it because I loved it, and I still do. So now I use Nikon D750. It's one of the full frame camera. I do love it. It's fantastic camera. And then I got because I do a whole lot of different kinds of photography. I don't have any particular interest or particular section that I focus on. I do focus on different sections of photography, kind of experiment with everything. So I have a pretty wide range of collections of my lenses, even though I mostly love doing wildlife, specifically birding. I love bird photography, but I also do a whole lot of other stuff. So because of that, I had a bunch of different kinds of lenses to meet my particular needs for different categories of photography. For example, for portrait, I do a lot of portraits. I cover events like birthdays and weddings and stuff. For portrait, I use Nikon 7200 f2.8 VR2. It's really fantastic lens. It's a little pricey, I know, but it's one of the best lenses out there. The other one being 85mm 1.4, which I don't have. But anyway, so I got 7200 f2.8. I also do have Sigma art lens 1.4 50mm. That's also really powerful lens. I love that as well, but mainly I use 7200 when I do my portrait. When I do landscape, I easily go wide lens. So I have ultra wide 17 to 35 millimeter. I believe it's is it Tokina or Tamron? I can't remember right now. I haven't. Hang on, let me look into it. Alright, here's my Tokina. I got it. So this is the wide lens, 17 to 35. It gets the job done. It's not, it's not bad. I do eventually want to get 24 to 105 or 24 to 70 millimeter Nikon lens, but for now I gotta use that. I got for macro photography, to take pictures of the little things like bugs and stuff. I use Tokina 100 millimeter. Here's the thing, I love third-party lenses because they're cheap, and because I'm not really professional photographer, I just do it for fun. I don't really need to spend all this money for brand products, and I don't believe that all brand products are perfect. There are a lot of third-party products that are really great. So for macro I use that. For wide lens I use another third-party, which is also Tokina, by the way. For wildlife, for birding, I use mostly 150 to 600 millimeter Tamron. I love that lens. Before that Tamron, I used to have Sigma 150 to 500. Quite frankly, I wasn't really happy about the lens, and I kind of lost it. So I replaced it with my Tamron 150 to 600, and it's one of the best lenses that I have. It's really sharp, really fantastic, and I love using the lens. Let's see, what else do I have? I also do have 70 to 300 millimeter full frame lens from Nikon. Yeah, that's probably about it for my lens collections. eventually, I don't know when or ever, if I can, I do want to get Nikon 24 millimeter, or was it 14 millimeter? 24 millimeter, excuse me. 14 is the fisheye. 24 millimeter lens, I want that. And like I already mentioned, Nikon 24 to 70 or 24 to 105 lens. And if I can, maybe if I start making more money out of it, then maybe eventually one day I may get 85 millimeter 1.4 lens. That's one of the powerful lens. Other than that, so like I said, I'll try to be consistent about uploading one video every week. And also I'll try to talk about some of the shots that I took and how did I do, what did I do, and tips and tricks and all that. So we'll see how it goes. And of course I'm gonna still continue about making videos about my fishing as well. So I'll probably make one video on the weekend about fishing, and one probably the one with the photography will probably sometime in Tuesday or Wednesday. Depends on my schedule, timing and everything. So I'll try to be consistent again. And I hope you guys like this channel, and I do recommend or request you guys to subscribe for more videos like this. And the more questions I get, the more I can answer, if I know the answer, of course, to that question. So feel free to ask me any questions that you have for photography, any particular questions that you guys want me to answer, and I will try my best to answer it. I have to be honest with you guys. On Facebook I have my own page, Fishing and Photography and Cooking by Shaun, because I do some cooking sometime and I post pictures there. But I'm not really I don't really make videos about it. But anyway, on that page I used to make videos and put them up there. And the more I took questions from people, the more I learned. I have to be honest with you on that, because every time I get a question that I don't know myself too much about it, I do my research, and while I'm doing my research I learn myself a whole lot more information than before. So just I hope you guys again please subscribe, and we'll see how it goes. And thank you for watching.